Hello well-wishers and welcome to my channel Aspiring Minds. In today's video, we are going to learn formal letter writing. So grab your virtual seats and let's begin. You must be wondering, what is a letter? It is a written message which is sent by one person to another, and it is a piece of conversation that ensures communication between two people. A letter is a form of communication. It helps you to express yourself in an easy manner and you can share important information. These are the uses of a letter. To broadly give you an overview, these are the different conditions where we write a formal letter. It is written for a job application. You write it to the editor of a newspaper, to the principal of a neighboring school. You write letters for invitation to the municipal corporation if there is a problem in your area or you want them to organize something or you need permission for something, and you also write letter to the police commissioner. Now these are some of the points that you need to make a note of when you're writing a formal letter. Because it's a formal letter, it's written for professional or official purpose, you are not required to adopt a friendly tone. So the language of formal letters, it's very objective, it's not at all personal, because its main motive is to convey information, to make request for something or address a specific matter. Additionally, formal letters have a very serious and professional role, so you are not supposed to be using any kind of casual language, and the length of the formal letter is very concise, brief and to the point. In my previous video on informal letter, which is already live on my channel, I had already discussed the elements of an informal letter. In this part, you learn about what are the parts or elements of a formal letter, right? So here you have the sender's address, followed by the date. Along with that, you also have to write the receiver's address in a formal letter, and this is the place where there is an additional half mark that is added to the format. If you've seen my previous video, I had discussed the marking scheme over there. I will also be doing it here. Apart from that, the rest is the same, just the matter or content will vary depending on the topic. You have the greeting or salutation, followed by the body of the letter, subscription, and here another change that comes in is in the part of the signature. Remember, I told you you're not signing as if you're signing in some fan book. You are going to simply write your full name over here. Remember, in an informal letter you only write your first name, but in a formal letter you have to write your full name. That's your first name as well as your surname. These are some points that you need to make a note of when you're writing about the parts of a letter, that is the greeting or salutation, body of the letter and subscription. I have already explained it in detail in my video on informal letter. Here is a quick revision for you of the terms. So based on the elements or parts of the formal letter that I had just discussed some time back, here is a complete format for you, like a outline which you can use it, copy it down and use it for reference. The only thing that will happen is based on different topics. Remember, I had told you with the help of a diagram how you can write letters to different people. That is, formal letter could be written to the editor of a newspaper, to the police commissioner, to the municipal corporation officer. So based on that, the receiver's address will change, and this receiver's address carries the additional half mark. Apart from that, everything else is same, and the full name has to be added over here in the format. So here is the part where you all have been waiting for. Half mark for the sender's address, half mark for the date, half mark for the receiver's address, half mark for the salutation. Then you have the body of the letter that carries 2 marks, subscription carries half mark, full name or your signature carries half mark. Apart from that, the breakup of marks we'll just discuss in a moment. So if your letter is consisting of 10 marks, this is how the marks are divided. I just showed you how the format carries 3 marks. Remember, this is different because in the informal letter the format is for 2.5 marks, but here in a formal letter the format is for 3 marks. Body is again for 2 marks. For your expression, you have 5 marks. Now this is something which no one tells you, but based on the ICSE council and examination pattern, I have managed to find out the marks breakup for you. The 5 marks are divided as follows. 1 mark is for the opening sentence, 1 mark for the closing sentence, and 3 marks are with the examiner for the language you use, the vocabulary and punctuation. Now for vocabulary, I had also explained in my previous video on the informal letter, which I'll be putting in the I button for you for your reference. Vocabulary does not mean that you use fancy and difficult words. You just need to use relevant words related to the topic. If it is a letter that you are writing about a cleanliness drive, you need to use words like health, sanitation, cleaning drives, etc. But if you use a word or words which are not relevant to the topic, then your marks are bound to be deducted, and this is also a place where your spellings should not go wrong at all. Let us look at an example to understand how exactly are you supposed to be drafting a formal letter. Suppose the topic was write a letter to the municipal corporation or municipal commissioner requesting for regular cleaning drives in your locality to control dengue fever and spreading awareness on proper waste management measures that must be taken to reduce the spread of dengue, right? So I have already underlined the important keywords that will help you to identify and understand what exactly you are being asked. Remember, it is the pattern of ICSE. Whenever they are giving you topics, the topics are going to be subdivided into parts, whether it is for your composition writing, whether it is for comprehension, whether it's for notice, email or the letters. Always look out if there are more than one parts to the topic. You are requested to adhere to the topic and address each and every sub part. Accordingly, the marks have been allotted. Now here is a letter for you, a sample of the topic that I have just discussed with you. Another thing that I wanted to remind you of is when you're writing the address, whether it is Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai, from wherever you are watching this video and you're going to be writing the address, make sure you write the full name of the city. If I only write KOL and I write 106, marks will get deducted. If you only write Col and then your pin code is incomplete 7-digit, still your marks will get deducted. So there is no need of using any kind of abbreviations. Apart from that, that same thing goes for the receiver's address as well. Here also, if you see, you are supposed to give the post or designation, that is the municipal corporation, Kolkata Municipal Corporation. And this is a little tip for you. Soon I will also be uploading YouTube shorts where I will be giving you some important address related to the formal letter that will help you in your quick revision. You can make a note of it, and accordingly, based on the city from where you're watching this video, you can find out the address of these specific topics. Now let's get back. Remember, even though it's a formal letter, you write Dear Sir or Dear Madam. Don't write both. Again, you will lose your half mark for the salutation. Introduction, remember I had told you there is 1 mark for the opening sentence. Touch upon the topic right in the beginning. So here it says, I'm writing this letter to bring to your attention a matter of utmost importance that concerns the health and well-being of the residents of our locality. So health and well-being of residents, this is going to give you your marks. And the second thing is, what is the letter about? About regular cleaning drives that must be conducted and the dengue awareness campaign. This is your opening sentence. You will get your 1 mark here. Next, in the body, if you remember from the topic, it was asking you for 2 things, that is to conduct regular cleaning drives and at the same time to spread awareness about the proper waste management. If you see, I have divided the body of the letter into 2 paragraphs and accordingly I have addressed the 2 parts. It is up to you. You can write it in 1 complete paragraph or you can divide it into 2 for the examiner to understand better how you have addressed both the sub parts of the topic. So in the first part, I'm saying that it is a recurrent issue in the city and cases have risen, so it's necessary that you adopt and organize regular cleaning drives in the locality, etc. You can read the rest on your own. And in the second paragraph, I'm saying that I urge you to initiate a comprehensive awareness campaign in our locality, because many residents are not aware of the simple yet effective measures that can be taken to reduce the spread of dengue. And I'm talking about waste management here. See my closing sentence. I believe that this proactive approach will lead to a reduction in dengue cases in our locality. I kindly request your attention and support in addressing this critical issue promptly. There is no spelling error. It's written again addressing the topic, and it is also summing up overall what the letter is about. So you will get your 1 mark for the closing sentence as well. And see, in the end, I have given the full name of the writer who is drafting this letter, that is Sanjeev Roy. And there's no need to give fancy signature here, because y'all are still in school when y'all are writing this. There is a tendency to go over the board. Just simply write your full name here, and that is it. So that's it from this video. I hope you liked it. Do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for more such future updates. Thank you for watching. Bye.